Good evening, vinyl community. It's North Carolina vinyl picker here. It's getting a little chilly up here, and tonight we're going to talk about the new finds. We're going to talk about Steven Wilson. Uh, we're going to talk about the mail that I got sent back to me from California, and yeah. So what we want to talk about tonight is Steven Wilson got nominated for 2 Grammy Awards for his latest album. So I'm gonna go ahead and show his solo albums. He started making solo albums in 2008. Insurgentes was his first solo album, all the way up till last year when he came out with his newest solo album. So in 12 years, he released 8 solo albums, and that's pretty impressive. And then we'll discuss all his Porcupine Tree albums and some of the other bands that he was associated with, and also all the albums that he's remastered. They all sound incredible. And so let's kick this off with, we'll talk about a little bit about Steven Wilson. And for you people out there that doesn't know Steven Wilson, he's English, and he was the front man for Porcupine Tree for many years, from 1987 to 2010. So during those years, they made several records, and then after the incident, around 2010, they broke up, and Steven went on his own to release those 8 albums. This one here, as I showed this the other day, it's called Cats and Trains. It's on brown, like a brown vinyl, and what it is it's live at Tel Aviv in Israel, 24th of January 2003, and solo acoustic performance of Porcupine Tree. Steven Wilson recorded on that day in a rare one-off show, and he does quite a few of Porcupine Tree's songs. 2003. So this would have been before Insurgentes. And then we're going to, here's his first album he did, one of his first ones. This one here is unreleased electronic music. This is from 2005. These albums are getting harder and harder to find, his records. Here's Insurgentes. It's a double album. And this was released in 2009. Insurgentes, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Grace from Drowning was his next album, another double album. This is most prolific. He had lots of things to talk about. This was in 2011. These all are great albums. I've seen a few people talking about Steven Wilson. There was a couple guys talking to Mazzy the other day about Porcupine Tree and Steven Wilson. So, you know, there's people out there that know his music, people that love prog. And if you love prog, and I know who you are, because I know a lot of you guys out there in the VC, this album is a must. And this album is called The Raven That Refused to Sing and Other Stories, Steven Wilson. If you love 70s prog, you need to go ahead and order this for yourself for Christmas. How about that? This is a great album. That came out. And then this one here, then he did a covers album where he did a bunch of songs. Even did, I believe he did Alanis Morissette. Yeah, he did Thank You. He did a song from The Cure, Prince, Donovan, ABBA. And yeah, this is a really good album. I just recently picked this one up. But I have all the solo things. I'm just missing a few from Porcupine Tree. Here you go. Here's another one. The Hand Cannot Erase. This was his follow-up. And I seen this tour live down in Orlando. This was 2015. Hand Cannot Erase. And then he came out with this album in 2017. To the Bone, and then had There was a single off the album that came out. And that's on the blue vinyl. How Big This Space. This was a single off of To the Bone. And his music was changing. He's kind of like Prince. He's kind of like David Bowie in that respect, to name just two bands. No two albums are the same. They're always trying to do something different with their music. Here's two copies of his latest album on vinyl, the Future Bites. This one on this side here has got the red vinyl, or this one here is the black vinyl. Obsessive? Maybe a little bit. But I think there's another one, an orange one or something. Here's a couple of EP from his latest album, the Future Bites. And now it looks like he's going to be putting a pause on his solo career because he announced that Porcupine Tree's back together. There's a song that's been released. It's on your major streaming services. And they're going to be touring in England next year. There's already been tickets put out for the shows in the UK. So if you want to see Porcupine Tree. I've seen them live. I saw them live one time, and that was in Orlando. That was quite a few years ago. We'll talk about that show when we get to, I show you the records from Porcupine Tree. So that's Steven Wilson's catalog. And if you want to talk about, leave notes in below. And then if you got any questions about Steven Wilson or where you'd like to start with his catalog or anything like that, we can go ahead and definitely talk about that. Also, we got the mail to talk about. Now, I sent this off, and it was sent off to California. Was it last week? 2 weeks ago? Probably about 2 weeks ago now. And we sent away for The Big Ball. Remember, that was the album we were sending away for. And it said to put $2 in here and mail it off to Warner Brothers Records in Burbank, California. So we did all that. We put the $2 in the envelope. We sent it off, and not deliverable. Turn to sender. So at least I got my $2 back. Nothing gained, nothing lost. But I figured, I thought maybe I'd get a letter from Warner Brothers. But seeing as how the P.O. box has probably changed a little bit since February 19th, 1976. Yeah, so nothing there. Now, we'll talk about my pickups for the week. I went to the flea market last Sunday, and I picked up 15 albums for $25. Now, these aren't real heavy hitters, but these are some good records, that some of the things I wanted to fill in my slots in my collection. I like Loggins and Messina, and I was able to find Kenny Loggins Live, which is a double album. I'm going to enjoy playing that, and that's going to be a good one. And then I found this one laying there, where these were 15 albums for $25. So, and they're all in fairly good shape. West Montgomery, I didn't want to leave that there. I figure I'd take this one. Anybody out there knows anything about this album? Give me a comment down below on West Montgomery. About a Monkees album. Got the Monkees. I didn't see any major hits on this. Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Limited. I've seen all these songs on here, but I didn't really see anything that I remember being a hit. And I saw that. I used to remember seeing the TV show. Now I found this one, Al Cooper. Pretty weird cover, huh? I remember Al Cooper from somewhere. I was going to look him up on the Wikipedia and see where he fit in, or maybe he was with Blood, Sweat, and Tears. He was with somebody. I know that. So I'm going to research that, and then I have to give that a listen. Another album by City Boy. I found one of their albums before, but for that price, I wasn't going to leave it there at the flea market. So, yeah. City Boy, I'll have to give that one a spin. And then I found another Jesse Colin Young album. And I enjoyed the other one I had. So I figured, why not? Go ahead and get another one. And give it a listen. So, I like his music. And then I found a James Taylor album I didn't have. Never Die Young. And it's got a hype sticker and it's in the shrink. Pretty good. A picture of old JT. Seen him live one time in Orlando. He put on a heck of a show. Start to finish. He was good. I think I might have had I over-beveraged that night though. Emmylou Harris. I got this one. This one with the cellophane and the hype sticker. That's 2. This makes 3. And this makes 4. 4 Emmylous. I'll have to give them a listen. I already got a couple over there, so pretty much getting her whole collection. And how about Jenny C. Riley? Jenny C. Riley? The Generation Gap. I listened to this. It was pretty good. There's a couple songs there that were a little psyche. A little bit of psych music going on. Got to remember, this was the time. And here's another album by her. I haven't listened to this one yet. And then I found a couple from Olivia. And I really like Olivia Newton-John a lot. I have all her records, just about. But these two were in the shrink, and they looked brand new. And they look better than what I already have. So I'm going to be replacing the ones that I already have. And I got these in the mail yesterday. And we were just talking about, last weekend, we were talking about Larry Fast and Synergy. Larry Fast, Synergy played with Peter Gabriel. He also played with Nectar on the album Recycled. But yeah, so I picked up on eBay. Somebody was selling these two, Audion and Games. And I used to have both of these back in the day. And if you like Jean-Michel Jarre or Tomita or Vangelis, give Synergy a check. Because his Tangerine Dream, that's another one. His electronic music, all done with like a Moog and stuff. And these are both great albums. I didn't have these two, and the guy combined the shipping for me. So he had them both, and those are the two I needed, and it just kind of worked out, and I got them both for like $10. But that completes my Synergy, except for, I think he has a later album called Semiconductor. I don't have that one. I'll have to go ahead and try to find that one. So, yeah, so it's been nice. Appreciate the people subbing me up. I'm up again. I'm up around 140, and I appreciate that. And everybody that's out there that's supporting me. And I'm also still looking for Psycho Platters to get a hold of me. If he, I know he's subbed my channel. So if you sub the channel, watch the shows, and then you'll know that you got a package. But I'm starting to put it together, but I need an address, physical address where I can send it. So that's about all for this week. I wanted to show you those Steven Wilson records. Those are really cool, and those new finds. And I was going to talk about hype stickers tonight on records. Not including the promos. These are just hype stickers. But I still have to go through a few more records and pull some more out. And I want to show you all those. But I'm going to do that on Saturday. Because I had this other stuff. I wanted to talk about Steven Wilson. And I'm really proud of him that he's going to be being nominated for 2 Grammys. Or he started off with Porcupine Tree. It's kind of like a fake band almost at the beginning. Then he come out. There's a lot of unreleased stuff that I have also on CD that I'll be pulling out here in the next few weeks, and we're going to discuss. I'm going to show you that stuff along with some 45s I got, some CDs, and then I'll show you the Porcupine Tree albums as well as the solo stuff. and some DVDs that I have, also some Blu-rays. So we've gone about 15 minutes now, and I appreciate you all checking in. And if there's anything you want to discuss, or a group that you want me to explore and get some of their records and show them, or talk about a certain band, let me know, and we can do this. So y'all have a good evening. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And I plan on being on Saturday night, and we're going to talk about the hype stickers, and we're also going to talk about some new finds. Probably going to be going on Saturday to a record store, so I should have some fresh finds to show you on Saturday night. So y'all take care out there, and have a, like I say, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your turkey and your family, and talk to you later. Bye for now.